In the last few years, Bangladesh has seen some turbulent times, from the protests in August 2024 that led to the ouster of the Sheikh Hasina government to finally holding an election in February 2026. Chief Advisor of the Interim Government, Muhammad Yunus, equivalent to Prime Minister, has said that this election will be a festival of democracy. Also, he says it will chart the path for a future Bangladesh. And what all it entails is something that's also mentioned in a referendum that's taking place alongside the election. But is Bangladesh ready? And is Bangladesh going to have a peaceful election? Joining me now is Shafiqul Alam, the press secretary to the chief advisor, and someone who's a former journalist and has covered Bangladesh and knows Bangladesh very well. Sir, I'd like to ask you, you've promised a festival of democracy. Today, are you in a position to say, yes, it will be largely peaceful, yes, minorities will be able to vote peacefully without any fear or favor, and yes, no one will be targeted for the way they vote after the elections?
I think if you look at the situation over the last 2 months, in the run-up, the election schedule was declared on the 11th of December, and since then, we hardly have any violence. There are one, Sharif Osman Hadi was killed, and there are some several people killed in party in fighting, and not such a major violence. So the situation was over the last 2 months was largely peaceful. I would say one of the most peaceful, we have seen one of the most peaceful election campaign in the country's history. So that's why we are quite confident, and we hope we will have a very good elections on February 12, and things will be peaceful, festive, and obviously as our chief advisor has said, it will be a festival of democracy.
I'm surprised you say that because from the outside, and the perspective is that, I know you've explained this, that it's not communal but criminal, the incidents that have taken place. But perhaps one incident that, and I saw you also mentioned it, and exactly 2 incidents. One is, of course, Dipu Dash. The other, of course, is the burning down of newspapers. And you said, if I could, I would bury my head somewhere as deep as I could. And that's a very strong statement coming from someone who's the press secretary. So in that context, can you still say that it's going to be peaceful, and can you promise minorities it's going to be peaceful?
It will be peaceful. And what we see, since last year, we have only one, it's a communal killing. We said that this is someone who killed a person because of communal hatred, the hate crime. And that's Dipu Chandra Das. That's a ghastly crime. This is a heinous act. And we hunted down all the killers, all those who have identified through videos, hunted down all the killers. They are being prosecuted. A charge sheet has been submitted. But if you look at the situation in the last 2 months, we said things are peaceful for all communities, for the majority, for the minorities. Maybe some people say, okay, we are still, fear is still there. But we would say we haven't seen such a peaceful atmosphere in the last couple of decades, at least.
In fact, I'd like to pick on that because today also there was a Manav Bandhan right outside the Jatiyo Sangshad, the parliament, national parliament. And the one fear everybody had is, okay, even if we go and vote, are we protected after we vote, for the way we vote in, for the party we choose?
Why not? The security is for everyone, and security is not for only pre-election or the election day security. Security is for even the post-elections. And everyone will be, and we can tell you, it will be safe and very festive election.
For minorities as well?
Everyone, for everyone. Minorities, majorities, all communities.
Professor Yunus has said very clearly that this election will also chart Bangladesh's future. What is his future plans? And what is Bangladesh's future?
His future plan is to return to his old job. obviously would like to spread his vision of 3 zeros. He travels across the world and talks about this vision of a 3 0, zero unemployment, zero net carbon emission, and zero wealth concentration. He talks about it all, and he also would like to talk is going to set up some new social business enterprises. He talks about it, and he has expressed his interest to work with the young people, also for promoting.
He has no interest in any power equation or any constitutional role, president or something like that. Nothing.
Have any interest in politics? No constitutional or no nothing. He wants to go back. He thought like he was given a very important job.
He thinks he's done it well.
At a crucial time of the country, and he steered the country towards peace and stability. And I think he has achieved most of the goals that he has set. And now we are waiting for the election. And once the election is done and a new government is elected, then the power will be handed over to the new government. And I think it will happen maybe in the next 7, 8, 9 days.
All right. And that's good, because that's, of course, a return to democracy for Bangladesh, because the interim government, of course, was there to ensure that there's a democratically elected government with a political mandate. So one of the things, and I have to ask you this because I am from India, the Bangladesh-India relationship, of course, Bangladesh has its share of complaints about Sheikh Hasina and all of that. India has its complaints, Bangladesh pivoting towards Pakistan at the cost of India. Is there anything that could have been done differently from the Bangladesh side also to ensure that perhaps we can build on the relationship? Because as every politician I've been talking to says, both countries are indispensable to each other.
That's also our understanding. But you have to understand the current situation. She is still there. Every day she incites violence against her people, against the Bangladeshi people sitting in New Delhi. And also some of the people who took part in the killing, who ordered the murders of hundreds of young people, they are also holed up in Kolkata. So obviously that's one thing that Bangladeshi people, when they think about it, they don't forget it. She is there, she is inciting violence. And obviously we want a very good relationship with India, because India is a booming economy. We share common history, we share one of the biggest borders on earth. We share languages, we share 54 rivers. So we have so many common things. But and also we have seen how India is growing, and it's a Professor Yunus wants Bangladesh to be a integral part of the South Asian economy.
And so for that, of course, India is also a partner for Bangladesh.
Yes, of course. But obviously, you have to. One thing was that a lot of people say is that we want a foreign policy based on respect, equity, and fairness.
And that's a fair ask. But the one thing that perhaps India has a massive problem with and an issue with is that there is one country that exports terror to India every day. That is Pakistan. Pakistan has always had its eyes on Bangladesh. It wants to ferment terror here. And the complaint that India has is that Pakistani top military officials have been coming here. And the ISI is very clear in its stated goal that it wants to use Bangladeshi soil to foment trouble in the northeast of India. In that situation, when it's so clear, why would Bangladesh stress so much on the relationship with Pakistan, building a relationship with Pakistan?
We are building relationship with all South Asian countries. It's not only Pakistan. We are building relationship with Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Maldives. Professor Yunus has met all these leaders of all these countries. So he wants if you look at if you have followed his speeches, over the last 18 months. He has been talking about reviving the
So no special treatment to Pakistan.
South Asian, SARC, reviving the SARC, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. He wants to revive it. He wants the South Asia become something like European Union, where anyone can go any places. Even you take a car from Dhaka and visit Kashmir or visit Multan or visit anywhere. So that's the kind of future he sees for South Asia. That's why we are improving relationship with everyone.
No, you're saying no special effort has been made to get build a relationship with Pakistan, because that seems to be the idea. With so many military visits, Ishaq Dar, foreign secretary, top military leaders.
It's a part of the I think a part of this revival process. We are Professor Yunus met a Nepalese foreign minister, Nepalese president, Sri Lankan foreign minister, Sri Lankan prime minister.
I think what worried India was the host of military and ISI people coming into Bangladesh. That is a worry for us.
I don't know. It happens. You have your exchanges. Your top military officer goes to some countries. They come to you. Does it mean that we have a special relationship with this country? It's a normal process. Every country does it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alam. And you've had the tough job of defending the Yunus government in these turbulent times. And thank you so much for always answering our questions, always taking the questions. And we wish you a good election so that you can truly call it a festival of democracy.
I think it will be a festival of democracy. I can bet it. I can bet.
Thank you so much.